Hi guys, and welcome to How to Marry Rich with me, Kalinu. Welcome. I am a dating coach for people of color that want to learn how to marry rich. So if it's your first time here, welcome. I'm going to start my YouTube channel and I'm going to be doing it live. So you can see the questions that people ask, and if you want to join me next time, make sure you're following on TikTok. I usually say I'm a dating coach for people of color because my tactics usually base off of confidence, and a lot of the times I feel like the tips are just go to a specific place and look pretty. But I think as a person of color, especially a woman of color, we go through a lot of self-confidence issues on why we don't deserve love maybe, or why we wouldn't be able to score a man of this caliber or a person of this caliber. So my tips are basically based around self-confidence and self-improvement and working on yourself and making sure that you have a good persona of yourself, so when you go out there you won't be dating any dusties or anything. What's the best way to elevate your feminine journey when you feel you can't? I like to do a lot of physical manifestation tactics. So what I mean by that is I like to dress up very pretty and pink. I used to reject pink a lot, but then I started to wear it a lot and put on makeup and do my hair and nails and kind of manicure and self-care that way. And that kind of helped me become more feminine in the way I think as well. So how do I feel about the disconnect between men of color and women of color in dating? I think it has a lot just to do with colonization and colonialization, like colonial times. Personally, for me in my culture, it's like better if you date a white man. It's like very seeked upon, better for you. I think just because with the status that they are in our society, so then they get left a lot of the times by the similar races. Because they don't deal with the same trauma, and they're more equipped to like hide that kind of trauma from somebody who isn't from the same background or doesn't really share similar trauma of being a person of color in America. In speaking about these topics, make sure you join my Discord. There's a link below, or a link in my bio with the Discord link, and I love those ladies on those Discord. It is amazing. They really push me to be really successful and like network and do all these things and read. We have like a separate book club chat as well. I get this question a lot. So what is hypergamy? It comes from like the late 19th century, basically back when most people are marrying for a certain status, and that would be people who want to marry up a social class would be hypergamous people. So now we just call it like marrying up, and I like to say marry rich. Way more common now since the 2000s that women want to marry a like more wealthy person and men. For me, the goal is to find a person who is generous, who is a provider, who wants to start a family, who wants to get married. Specifically, my tips are finding somebody that's like that, and all my tips can be applied however way you want, but for me, those are my goals. So for me, I want to find a person who's going to give me that time and space so I can build my own company and not expect anything out of me. They just want to provide that space and invest in me. And that's kind of the type of relationship that I am supporting here. Growing up in an Asian community, I feel like most of the time, a lot of people from the older generation are either telling the younger generation to become a doctor or an engineer, and if you're not, then you should be dating one. So it's very like ingrained in our culture to marry up. It's very like residual in that too. And my mom, I would say, basically encouraged some of it as well, because my parents got divorced when I was growing up, and it was, I would say, mostly due to finances, and a lot of the other stuff kind of came crashing down with it. My mom, watching my mom as a single mom while I was growing up and how much she struggled was like really awful, and I wish like I had more time with both my parents. So I don't really want that type of family or relationship for my children. I really want to make sure I'm protecting them and getting them the best future that they can get. So, and if somebody's looking for, you know, a wife who wants to be the mother of their children, to protect their children and build a home for them, like, I am the perfect person. I also want to make a note that, like, when you first get started in this, and you start taking your dating seriously, that some people have a lot of money and they will literally offer you the world at the expense of you and your physical being and your well-being. So you should know where to draw the line and be really harsh on the line, because some people will just offer you more money, and then you're going down kind of like a rabbit hole with the devil, basically. So, you know, I just want to put that warning out there, and making sure that you're safe and making sure that you're setting boundaries for yourself. Rosa said, do you think your upbringing inspired your lifestyle? I do think so. I think a lot of our upbringing inspires our lifestyles in general. So I am not currently married. Me and my boyfriend are a longtime boyfriend, but if he doesn't propose to me soon, I am going to probably leave and find somebody else, or at least tell him that, like, I want to be in an open relationship. I do like him a lot, and we've discussed open relationships in the past. He actually brought it up because I was younger, and he asked if I wanted to explore or something. So, what questions to ask him to see if he's generous. You know, like, I like to ask how do they like to spend their holidays, how they relate to their family, and like if they gifted them, if they spent time with them, it tells you a lot. Or if they vacationed, if they said they went shopping or something. And a person who's generous should never really be asking or talking about money. They kind of know that it's taboo. So I do have a free vetting checklist with some sample questions in my bio. So if you want to go check that out, it's in my bio again. Alright, so where can you meet someone rich, right? So make sure you're following me. I have so many tips on my TikTok account. You can go check out my tips on my profile. It's amazing. And make sure you check out the waiting list on my profile for the ebook. It's going to come out in a couple months. So where can you find like rich men? And most of the time, if you look up like in rich neighborhoods, you can go to the grocery store, you can go to the golf club, country club, and you can go to an upscale bar. I am in New York City, so I like to meet them at bars. I met my boyfriend at a bar, on a rooftop bar in New York City. Yeah, it's really about confidence and building up the confidence to start going out alone, building up the confidence to have maintenance on your appearance, building up the confidence to, you know, talk, and practicing confidence, which I mean by, you know, learning the conversational list, topics that I went through, like real estate investing, what rich people like to talk about. Those are all great ways to start and make yourself feel and look a lot better.
Here he is.
He's so cute. Thank you guys for joining my live. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching my videos. Make sure you're following me. I have lots of new videos coming and planned for you guys, and I am so excited to be starting my YouTube channel. The ebook is here. Make sure to look in the description and look in the link in bio for the ebook. Make sure you sign up, and we'll try our Discord. Amazing community. Book club is in there. There's lots of other stuff we discuss. You can search the chat for whatever you want to look and talk about. It's so amazing, and thank you guys for following me already, and thank you guys for the like and support. I love you guys. Bye!